Hello dolphins, penguins and seahorses. Welcome to today's music lesson about improvisation. Improvisation. Sometimes we say we are improvising. Improvising. Or we might say we are going to improvise. Improvise. Improvising is when we make things up using ideas from in our own minds. I'm going to improvise with some percussion instruments today. I haven't really got any proper percussion instruments at home, but I thought I could make some with things I found around the house. If you want to do this at home, make sure you have a grown-up with you and that you've checked with your grown-up that you can use the things you've chosen to use. I thought of using 2 wooden spoons first. If you tap them together, you can make a percussion instrument that sounds a bit like the claves that we use in school. Then I decided to get some saucepans from the kitchen. You might have done this before. I've got a big one and a small one. And I'm going to use a wooden spoon as a beater and use the saucepans as drums. Oops. Oh dear. So the little box that I was working on was not quite strong enough to hold the saucepans, but that's okay. When we're improvising, we might make mistakes. So I'm going to take those out. I'm going to move this away now and carry on. Don't worry if you make mistakes. I know if you're in dolphins, we talk quite a lot about mistakes, and we say that we learn from our mistakes. So I've learnt not to use that box for that reason again. I found some elastic bands in a cupboard upstairs, and I've got a placemat here, and I've started to stretch some elastic bands across the placemat. So I've already put 2 on, a red one and a green one. I'm going to stretch another elastic band across now, like that. I might slide it along to put it near to the other one. They look a little bit like strings on a guitar. So I'm improvising a sort of guitar, although I don't think it will sound like a real guitar. And then you can make sounds by strumming your finger across like that. I found some dry pasta in the kitchen, and I've got a plastic tub here. I'm going to put a little bit of pasta in the tub. The tub's nice and clean so we can still eat the pasta later when it's cooked. Put the lid back on. And I've improvised a shaker a little bit like the maracas that we use in school. I also found a little jar of pins. I think maybe paper clips would be safer. I'm going to hold the lid on tight, because if not, the lid could fly off and they'll all go everywhere. That's a different kind of shaker. And I've also found a smaller tub of pins to use as a shaker. Again, I'm going to hold the lid on tightly. Listen to the 2 different sounds. And I've got some saucepan lids. These are made of very strong glass, but I'm still going to be very, very gentle. Remember to ask your grown-ups before you use any of your things at home. I'm going to use them a little bit like cymbals. And last of all, I've got a jar of coffee, well, a tub of coffee. I'm going to put my hand on the lid to hold it all in tightly. And that's a different kind of shaker, it's a bit softer. So I have improvised using things I've got around the house to make some percussion instruments. So you could have some fun doing that if you want to, and if your grown-ups are happy for you to do that. We can also improvise with our voices. I was thinking about using the phrase, have a lovely day. Have a lovely day. And I'm going to improvise using my voice. I'm going to use some notes that go down in pitch. Remember, pitch is about how high or low the notes are. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to start here and the pitch is going to go down. Have a lovely day. I improvised that tune. I made it up from in my head. Now I'm going to improvise another tune and I'm going to make the pitch of the notes go up. Have a lovely day. You can use the phrase, have a lovely day, and you can improvise a tune. When we improvise, we're just using ideas from in our own heads. So let me have a think. Of course, it might go wrong because we're improvising. We will make mistakes, but that's okay. Have a lovely day. What about we sing it my turn, your turn? Have a lovely day. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely day. See if you can sing those words, have a lovely day, to lots of different tunes, and then you will be improvising. You'll be improvising short melodies or tunes. When composers compose songs, they often start off by improvising. They might sit at the piano or with another instrument or with their voice and just try some ideas. And when they find one that they really like, they might record it or write it down. And that's how they start to compose a song. In a minute you're going to listen to a song called, well, a piece of music, not a song, a piece of music called Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy by a very famous composer called Tchaikovsky. Maybe when he composed it, he started off improvising his ideas, and maybe he found an idea he really liked and wrote it down so that he could remember it. That's how some composers work. I hope you enjoy making some percussion instruments at home, improvising with things you have around the house, and I hope you've enjoyed improvising with your voice. You can choose any words and improvise a tune, and that's what songwriters do. Sometimes they write the words first, the lyrics, and then they improvise a tune. Hope to see you all soon in school. Take care. Bye.